So I'm just going to quickly go over the question with you. We have a cube of side length n, and this is a pretty looking cube, and it's colored on all sides, right? Mr. Smiley over here, he's the one who likes to color things. He's a pretty happy guy. So anyway, we're going to divide this cube into tiny little cubes, individual unit cubes, and therefore we'll get n cubed of these cubes. It follows that the number of little cubes have either 0, 1, 2, or 3 painted sides. 0, 1, 2, and 3. So the question asks, if the number of cubes with no painted sides equals the number of cubes with one painted side, what does the value of n have to be? Any ideas, guys? No problem. Step 1. We need to understand the situation. And there are many ways to do this, but my favorite is drawing a nice big diagram. Check that off. Step 2. We need to make a plan on how we are actually going to solve this question. In this case, a method would be to have a look at the number of cubes that have no painted sides using our length n cube, and the number of cubes with one painted side from our n length cube. Then we could make them equal each other and solve to find n. Let's start with the number of cubes that have no painted side. If we look at the big cube, we can see all the ones on the outside are painted red. So we want that inner section. If we figure out the length, that'd be very handy. So Mr. Lego over here is going to be our real life example. We want this inner section which hasn't been painted, our blue cube. And we need to figure out its dimensions. So let's compare. Our length is n, and we have unit cubes on either side. So that inner section must be n minus 2. The same applies to the height as well. And how about the depth? Well, let's have a look. This would be 1 unit cube, that'd be 1 unit cube, and therefore that would also be n minus 2. So our inner blue cube, or our inner cube that isn't touched, is n minus 2 by n minus 2 by n minus 2. Or our cube within a cube is n minus 2 all cubed. Anyway, we can rub that out now. For the number of cubes that have only one side painted, let's have a look. We know it's going to have to be on the outside because these are only places painted. But the corners are painted in 3 areas and the edges are painted in 2. So the section we want is just this middle meaty bit. How are we going to calculate how many of these there are? Let's ask Mr. Lego. Which section do we want? Kind of like that. But we want just this part, the outer bit. It's n minus 2 by n minus 2, but there's a few of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6, 6, 6. So we have n minus 2 by n minus 2, and 6 lots of them, and that equals 6 times n minus 2 all squared. Let's put it up there. And now we can rub it out again. So great, we can make it into an equation. N minus 2 all cubed equals 6n minus 2 all squared. And now we can cancel the n minus 2 all squared, and we get n minus 2 equals 6. And therefore n equals 8. Sweet. Anyway, I'm off to spend some quality time with my Lego. I'll catch you guys later.